ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So we skipped a week last week, so we have news from this week and last week to cover. So a lot of game news actually happened, surprisingly, this week. There was a big Xbox stream, lots of games and things were announced. So let's talk about the biggest, most important reveal. Halo Infinite got a inside look at the campaign in this brand new gameplay trailer they released. Huge deal. So many people were waiting for this. And let me say, after watching it, it looks really good. Like, I'm not even a big, Halo fan or anything like that. I played, like, the first 3-4 Halo games. Did some multiplayer with friends. I'm not really good at the series. They have great music. I do have fun, though. And, wow, it looks amazing. Like, first off, the graphics look great. Second, the game looks a lot of fun. Like, they showed off some of the gameplay in the trailer. And, I kind of felt like some nostalgia for Halo, even though I'm not even, like, big into Halo. Kind of made me, like, want to jump in and play an older Halo game. Try out this new one. It's going to be coming out for Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC, by the way. So, PC and Xbox Series X versions, of course, will be able to run at like 4K and have a lot of new features and things like that. So, if you want the best version, you probably should go with, PC or next-gen Xbox version of the game. But Halo Infinite is looking good, so probably like the biggest, most important game for the Xbox Series X when that comes out. They announced a new Halo game for Xbox Series X and PC. Fable is interesting because after like Fable 3 was not met as well as the first and second Fable game, they kind of decided to stop with the Fable series, and yeah, now it's back. They have like a teaser trailer. There's no gameplay or anything, it's just a teaser trailer. But apparently this is going to be like a soft reboot, reimagining of maybe like the first game of Fable, kind of introducing you to the Fable world again, something like that. So I'm excited. I remember playing the first Fable game. That's a lot of fun. Second one was pretty good too. Third one was kind of weird, to be honest. Didn't really like that one. But wow, new Fable game. I was not expecting that. That's been revealed for Xbox Series X and PC, and that is, of course, a Microsoft exclusive. So we probably won't be getting that on PS4 anytime soon. Next, they announced this game called The Medium for Xbox Series X, and it's kind of like a thriller horror game, psychological horror game. It looked kind of cool. So we're going to be getting some horror type of titles for the Xbox Series X, so that's pretty cool. Next, they announced a new version of Tetris Effect called Tetris Effect Connected, and it's going to be coming out on Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC. So basically, if you have an Xbox or a PC, you're going to be able to play this new Tetris Effect Connected game. It's like a definitive version of Tetris Effect. And apparently, owners of the original Tetris Effect are going to get a free update, depending what version they have, to this Connected Edition, which is going to have more features and things like that. Looks really cool. Tetris is an awesome game, by the way. I don't think I even need to say that, but love me some Tetris. So awesome to see Xbox. Xbox got some pretty cool announcements. You gotta admit, they got really good announcements. Next, they got this announcement for an RPG called Avowed for Xbox Series X and PC. It's an Obsidian Entertainment game. Looks pretty cool. It's like a first-person RPG. kind of like a Skyrim or something like that. Like if you ever played Skyrim, that's like mostly in first person unless you switch it to third person, but most people play Skyrim in first person mode, fantasy RPG, and that's exactly what this Avowed game looks like. Graphics look good, environment, world look fun. I can see this being a big game on Xbox Series X when it comes out. Next, Forza Motorsport has been announced for Xbox Series X, and Forza fans are going crazy. If you know Xbox, you know Microsoft fans. Xbox fans love their sports games, and car racing simulation enthusiasts have their specific series that they love called Forza. Ever since, like, the Xbox 360, I think the Forza game's been coming out for it. I don't think there was a Forza for the original Xbox, but I might be wrong. I think it started on the 360. But ever since then, they've been releasing these Forza games. Every time they come out, they're huge hits. People love these games. People actually buy Xboxes just for Forza sometimes if they're big into cars and racing and stuff like that. So this new Forza game, Motorsport, looks awesome. It's going to be on Xbox Series X. Graphics look insane. PC version's probably going to be just as awesome too. So we got Halo, we got Forza, two of the biggest, important titles going to be on Xbox Series X. Next, State of Decay 3 was announced for Xbox Series X and PC. So State of Decay fans out there, if you enjoyed State of Decay 2, State of Decay 3 has been announced, and there's like a teaser trailer video that they put out. Looks good. I don't know the reception to this from State of Decay fans, but general consensus from what I've seen during the live stream reveal, people were excited and happy about it. So I think it's going to be an important game on Xbox and PC when that releases. Next, this is kind of for Xbox and PC, but apparently it will be coming to PS4 and Switch, so I'll just say it now. Phantasy Star Online 2 is getting a new edition called New Genesis. So it's going to be Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. It's been announced. There's a trailer. It's basically redoing all of Phantasy Star Online 2 in a better manner. Like, they're revamping the entire game, so graphics look better, the UI, everything is a little bit nicer to play on, looks better, plays better, and it will be releasing next year, and in North America and Japan on just about everything. So if you have a PS4, Xbox, Switch, PC, it'll work on it. So it looks pretty cool. There's a new trailer and everything. I'm actually excited to try this out. I haven't played an MMO in a while, but this one looks pretty good. Next, they announced this game called Everwild, and honestly, it kind of blew my mind. This looks really nice. It's made by Rare. If you know Rare, they made like they made a lot of games. They made the Banjo-Kazooie games back on like the Nintendo 64. They made Star Fox. That was in the Nintendo days. Then they made like Conker's Bad Fur Day. They're known for making some pretty good games, and then once like the Xbox 360 came out, they started making some pretty bad games. But it seems like they're kind of back now again, and this new game, Everwild, is basically going to be coming out on Xbox Series X. Looks really, really nice. I love the art style. Apparently this, like, the Series X version is going to be called like Eternals or something like that. Everwild looks good, so I actually want to try this game out, play it. Looks nice. They showed a trailer and everything. I honestly, out of all the games I've mentioned so far, Everwild is one you should definitely check the trailer out. It might not be a Halo or Forza, but it looks nice. Square Enix and Yuji Naka announced a new 3D platformer, and it's an action platformer, something we haven't seen a lot of in the last decade. I feel like after the PlayStation 2 and Xbox platformers kind of died, with the exception of like Super Mario. You don't really see much of them anywhere. Maybe Sonic counts. Yeah, Sonic and Mario are like the only platformers you really hear about. Every once in a while you get like a Crash Bandicoot game, but that's about it. So this new game is called Balan Wonderworld, and it's going to be coming out for PS5, Xbox Series X, PS4, Xbox One, Switch, and PC. And the trailer for this, awesome. I love the music, I love the visuals, the graphics, the art style looks nice. Everything's so colorful and like fun looking. It's like a world that you actually want to play in. So if you like platformers, games like Super Mario, Sonic the Hedgehog, Crash Bandicoot, stuff like that, like if you miss maybe playing games on like your PlayStation 2 where you would just, run around as a character, jump on things, platforming on different platforms, basically jumping from one platform to another, trying to get collectibles, stuff like that. This looks like a good game to check out, so that will be coming out on just about everything. Next, they announced this free-to-play game. It's going to be free-to-play, so free to download, free to play. It's multiplayer, and it's a first-person shooter. It's called Exomecha, and it's coming out on Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and PC. The first thing that stood out to me was the graphics of this game. Like, it looks very, very good. I couldn't believe it. It's a free game, but yeah, if you want to play a free FPS game, definitely check out Exomecha. There's these guys in like these Exomecha type suits shooting at each other with really high quality looking weapons, and armor looks great. So, if maybe you don't get the new Call of Duty or Halo or something and you want to play a free FPS game, maybe Exomecha will be a good choice. So that's going to be a free-to-play game coming out. Watch Dogs Legion Resistance got a trailer, Watch Dogs Legion got a Resistance trailer. So Watch Dogs Legion is the next Watch Dogs game. It's confirmed now for Xbox Series X, PS5, as well as PS4 and Xbox One. So it's coming out on just about everything but Switch. And new trailer looks awesome. If you like the first Watch Dogs game, I think you're gonna like this one, especially the second game too. Both of those were great, so Watch Dogs fans have something to look forward to. That's coming out later this year. Next is a game that I feel like a lot of people are gonna miss, and it's called Echo Generation. Now stop what you're doing, go check out Echo Generation trailer. It's a game for Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and PC. This is a turn-based adventure game, and it's like an RPG and an adventure game. Kind of reminds me of like Earthbound, if any of you know that Super Nintendo game. But the graphics look so interesting and unique. I've never seen a game that looks like this in my life. Go watch the trailer right now. Kind of like Everwild is a unique looking game. Echo Generation looks so unique and interesting. Like, there was a scene in the trailer of like this guy walking into a log cabin in the woods. The graphics look so cool and unique, and the art style and everything. I was kind of blown away. Like, sure, it might not have shiny Halo Infinite graphics, but it has charm and kind of like a soul. Like, the game, you can tell a lot of love was put into this, so it looks nice. I recommend checking out Echo Generation. I want to play that. Next we go back to some older news. So this is from previous week. So we already talked about all the news from this week, but last week Far Cry 6 leaked ahead of the launch of the trailer. So Far Cry 6 leaked all over the place. It was coming out for PS5, PS4, Xbox, everything basically. Leaks were coming out, Ubisoft was panicking, and then they basically gave out the official trailer and everything shortly after, so it's been officially revealed now. Far Cry 6 is happening. There's a trailer and everything. Looks great, by the way. Definitely check out the trailer if you're a Far Cry fan. This one looks like it's gonna be really good, like up there with like Far Cry 3 or 4 if you really like those, I think. So seems to be a return in the style that the fans of the series like, so looks nice. Next, there is a rumor about a black and red PlayStation 5 system in promotional material for Sony's marketing team, so people have been complaining about the black and white PlayStation 5. Well, seems like there's going to be different versions of the controller and console, because already things are starting to creep up about different color variations and things like that, so we might get an announcement of some other colors for the PS5 or controller sometime soon, so I'm really curious to see what happens. Next, a person sold a sealed copy of Super Mario Bros. For the NES. This is the original first Super Mario Bros. Game back from the 80s. They sold a sealed copy of this game for $114,000. That is insane. $114,000 for one game that's been sealed. So that guy must be like a huge collector, big Super Mario fan, big Nintendo fan. But wow, kind of wish I got a hold of a sealed copy of that to keep and sell, because that's crazy. That's a lot of money. So we already talked about Far Cry 6. Ghost of Tsushima came out last week. Huge game, very big right now. Everybody's talking about it, playing it on PS4. It's an exclusive, Sony exclusive. You play as a samurai in ancient Japan. Game looks really, really cool. Like, wow. I really want to play this game. It looks awesome. Yeah, it's called Ghost of Tsushima. You might have heard of it. Lots of streamers, YouTubers are playing it right now. I probably will try to record a video of it or something on the channel at some point. That's a big game. Assassin's Creed Valhalla got a new gameplay trailer this past week. I mean, week before this week. Showing off more gameplay and stuff like that. It's 30 minutes long, so you get to see a lot about the game. Looks cool. People are comparing it a lot to Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Origins and some gameplay aspects. Next, Microsoft announced that their Microsoft Flight Simulator game is going to be launching in August, on August 18th for PC. So this game is going to be a big deal because Microsoft hasn't made a flight simulator game in a long time. The last one was like 15 years ago. It feels like the last game came out, so it's been a while. These games are really cool though, because they allow you to like fly airplanes all over the world, and the graphics are so good, and it's just fun to fly airplanes for some reason. It's like relaxing, enjoyable. I think I might actually pick that up and do an ASMR video on it. I am not sure, but I think I will. Hyperscape, Ubisoft's battle royale shooter that was kind of popular early this month. It's kind of dying down a tiny bit in popularity right now with all the news, but Hyperscape is going to be coming to console, including the PlayStation 4, later this summer. So if you didn't get into the PC beta, you maybe only own a PS4 and you really want to play Hyperscape, don't worry, it will be coming to PS4 and Xbox and everything else as well. Nintendo unveiled a Lego NES, a Lego Nintendo Entertainment System. Yes, it's made out of Lego. Lego and Nintendo have partnered up yet again. And let me tell you, this looks pretty cool. Like, I like Lego. I like Nintendo. The idea of building an NES and a TV that you can actually, like, kind of play with the Legos and Super Mario kind of appeals to me a lot. Like, I actually want this. Someone get me this for Christmas, please. I like it. I really like this a lot, so I think I might pick that up. Would anyone actually like me to build this on the channel as like an ASMR video? If I get enough people saying to do it, I think I might. Let's see. Next, Samurai Jack game will be coming out on August 21st. That game looks awesome. It's a Samurai Jack hack and slash action game. Kind of cool that we're getting a Samurai Jack game right now, like in August 2020. But hey, looks good. Footage and everything we've seen so far looks nice. I might actually try out this game too. Next, something that I've been waiting for a very long time happened this week. So Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne is getting an HD remaster that's coming to Switch and PlayStation 4, so I'm really excited. I love the Shin Megami Tensei series. The third game has been stuck on the PS2 for years now, like more than 15 years it's been exclusive to the PS2, and now it's finally coming out in HD on Switch and on PS4, so it's gonna be portable, it's gonna have trophy support, stuff like that. Can't wait to play this game again. We'll definitely be buying that. And additionally, they gave new details about Shin Megami Tensei 5, and that will be coming out in 2021. And for those that don't know, the Shin Megami Tensei games are kind of like Pokemon before Pokemon, so Pokemon kind of stole the idea from them. And you might have heard of the Persona games. You might know Joker from Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. He's a DLC fighter character. He is from a game called Persona 5. And Persona is underneath the Shin Megami Tensei series or name. So that whole series is pretty cool. So I'm excited that we're getting Shin Megami Tensei 5 next year. I've been waiting a long time for that on Switch. Next, some good news for Rocket League fans, or maybe not, I don't know. I think this is good news for everybody. Rocket League is going free to play, so this summer, Rocket League is going to be free. Anyone will be able to play it, so if you don't own Rocket League, if you have friends or family you want to play Rocket League with, they'll just be able to download and play it now for free. So that's awesome. It means everybody can play the game. There's no excuse. You don't have to buy it. It will be free, kind of like Fortnite is free, so that's cool. I really like that they're doing that. There's this really cool game coming out called Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, and it's coming out for PC, and it looks interesting. Like, I kind of want to play this. The music is kind of quirky and cool. Art style and graphics and gameplay kind of reminds me of Jet Set Radio. If any of you know that Sega game that came out on the Sega Dreamcast, this game looks awesome. So there's like rollerblading and like a futuristic cyberpunk type city. Looks cool. Definitely gonna be checking out that one. Yakuza Like a Dragon, next game in the Yakuza series or franchise, is coming out on PlayStation 5 in November, and it's also coming out on PS4, Xbox One, and PC, of course. So if you're not getting it on one of those systems, PS5 version is also going to be available in November, so that's awesome. I'm sure a lot of Yakuza fans are going to be picking up the game on PS5 as well, just because it's mostly been a Sony-centric series for the longest time, but it's nice that it's coming out on everything. And lastly, last piece of news is for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Part 2 is apparently in the works right now, so it's still going to take a few years for the game to be finished, but they are already working on it. So first game was amazing, fans loved it. Let's see if they can do it again with the second part and continue where they left off. Really excited. Hopefully it's great. And yeah, that is all the video game news for this week and last week. So thank you all for listening, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to help out the channel, check out the Patreon at patreon.com/ASMRGaming. And yeah, I will see you all next time. So long, and